live here with Coco and Breezy, the beautiful eyewear designers, and we are so glad to have them today. I've been trying to track you guys down ever since the Essence magazine shoot that you guys have just blown up. So we're gonna just sit down and we're just gonna have a brief conversation with them. I know that they are busy with their lifestyles now, but I just really want to get into a little bit of, I mean, are you guys in Brooklyn now? Or are you guys in Manhattan?
We've been in Brooklyn for like 3 years, 3.5 years. We love Brooklyn.
Yeah?
It's amazing, yeah.
What about Brooklyn do you like?
Just like, we live in Bushwick, so it's very, very artistic.
Oh, okay.
And very diverse.
Yeah.
And so I love the fact that it's very, you just see so much. So many different races, so many different personalities.
So many different cultures. And that's what inspires us as artists.
Okay. How has it been transitioning, moving from Minnesota to New York?
I would say our transition, when we moved to New York, we felt like we were at home.
Yeah.
And being in where we grew up in the suburbs, we never really felt like we fit in. We were always
How many
different.
times did you come
We
visit
came
before?
about 3 times.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah. To just chill and or
Just chill and like look for a job.
Okay.
I would say we realized that Brooklyn was a spot when we had nowhere to live the first week and we had no choice.
Talk about that. No, that's so important because people think that, you know, you roll over one day and it just happens. You know what I mean? What was the struggle that kind of brought you to where you are now?
I would say when we first moved to New York, we had no idea where we were gonna live. We just knew like we packed our bags, rebought our flights, and our friend that we were supposed to stay with bailed on us the day before our flight. And so we found a friend that would let us stay with him for like a week. So finally one of our friends had an extra room in her apartment, and the room was probably the size of like our queen. It was like the size of a queen bed size, and we had no windows. And we were paying like almost $600 for it. And we had an air mattress that like fell to the ground every night. But on that same air mattress were the glasses that we made the glasses that like Nicki Minaj wore, Kelly Osbourne.
So were you designing before you got here?
Yes, we were always into art and we were always into like designing, but we didn't start a company until we moved to New York.
Got it.
But we definitely we asked for our first sewing machines when we were like, I remember we were in middle school and we were like, Mom and Dad, can you get us a sewing machine for Christmas? They're like, do you guys know how to sew? We're like, no, we'll figure it ourselves.
Oh my gosh, so you guys always talk the same.
August 4th. So that means we'll be 23, yes. I want to stay 22 though, so you know, don't rush it.
All right, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, you're 22. We all know that when you turn 21, that's when the freedom kind of starts. But you guys, you just said that, Coco, that you've always kind of been independent.
Yeah.
Have you always felt more, you know, mature than you really are?
Yeah, I would say we definitely grew up at a young age. Because we started working and we got our first jobs when we were 15 years old. Because our dad got sick, and so we got our first job at 15, and then 16 we had 2 jobs, and 17 we had 3 jobs each.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
we hated high school.
So you finished?
We graduated early.
Let me get there, Brianna.
Okay.
So our freshman year, we knew that we hated high school. We knew we wanted to be entrepreneurs and start our own business.
Yeah.
So freshman year, I went to my counselor and said, what do I need to do to be able to graduate early?
Wow.
And so by the time we were juniors in high school, we only had to go to school half the day. And then by the time we were seniors, we were done in November.
Have you ever studied business or entrepreneurship?
In-house, by ourselves we do.
Yes.
Yes. Every day.
We educate ourselves every day about business.
Not only do we just educate ourselves like with books, but we educate ourselves through trial and error. Our number one thing that we love to do is go to schools and share our knowledge. And so we think that we were blessed to notice the mistakes that we made and then we share the knowledge amongst like all our other peers.
Do you have mentees that you mentor?
Yes, we do that. We actually have a little girl, her name is Janae.
Yeah.
And we mentor her, and she's she's about to be a senior, but we've been mentoring her for about 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
And also, there's this eyewear designer that I've never met that I mentored through email. He's from Australia. So I helped him with his process. I knew how it was when I first started my eyewear business. I didn't know like the process, so he contacted us. I've been like mentoring him as well.
That's really fabulous. So do you open yourselves up to that? I mean, I know probably your schedule's being crazy now.
That's one thing that I would never say I'm too busy for, because that's what drives us. Like what drives us and like gives us so much passion is like sharing our knowledge or is giving someone advice or giving someone guidance.
Wow.
And it's just like, I don't know, it's so fulfilling for us. It just brings us this like this joy and happiness.
Yeah.